Hello, welcome to Amethyst Astrology, and today we're going to be talking about Neptune Transits. Now, right now, Neptune's in transit, correct? What is a transit?
A transit is when, good question, a transit is when a planet is currently making an aspect to one of your natal planets in your chart. Neptune moves very, very slowly. So, currently Neptune is in Pisces. So, the hard aspects are the square and the opposition, the 90-degree square and the 180-degree opposition. So, right now, there are millions of Virgos that are having issues with the big picture versus their desire to compartmentalize things and organize. So Neptune's given Virgos, and it already has and will continue, depending on the degree of any planet that you have in Virgo, to, like say, hit or transit a planet in your natal chart. So Virgos is opposite the wheel of Pisces. And so they are opposite of each other. They don't share the same traits. So Virgos are having a problem with the opposition, which I think is a relationship aspect of 180 degrees. And then, let's see, Virgo, and it would be Gemini and Sagittarius.
So
are getting a square from Neptune.
So it's Virgo, it's Gemini, and it's Sagittarius right now. They're really having the problems with the Neptune transit.
Yes, are having the most difficulties.
So what would be your advice to people who are in the Neptune transit right now? Because I know it's basically been hell for me for the past few years. So.
Well, you're a Virgo.
I am a Virgo,
and
that's right.
It's been hitting your natal sun, which is your nature. Your sun is your nature. In its most simplified form, which is how I like to explain things. So, being a Virgo, you're going to have to let go. Virgo rules our daily things that we do, our daily lives, routine, repetition, organization. Virgos are really good at all that kind of things. Now, Pisces being across the wheel, Pisces is the opposite of Virgo. So where Virgo takes care of the earthly things that we must routinely do to maintain our physical health, and Pisces is what we need to do for our spiritual health. It's how do we fit in this universe, this little tiny being that is us. How do we fit into the great picture? That is what Pisces is here to allow us to discover. Where do we fit in? What's holding us back? You have to learn to let go with Pisces. Let go of things that no longer serve you a purpose. In the big picture. Virgo can see a flaw a mile away. Pisces doesn't even notice it. So they are just totally opposite of one another. So for a Virgo to be getting a transit in opposition, 180-degree transit from Neptune, the first time it's hitting, it freaks them out, just like it freaked you out.
Right.
When you were like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't feel like me.
Well, yeah, because most of the time, like before this happened, my plans always worked. They always worked. I could just make a plan, follow it, know what I was supposed to do it, and it would work immediately. But then all of a sudden, like, every plan just failed. It, failed spectacularly. Nothing worked. But I don't regret it, because, I did learn quite a bit. But,
well, that's the
it was kind of hard.
That's the purpose of every transit. It is a learning. It is, at least with the conjunction, the square, and the opposition. A conjunction is when planets are within zero orb with each other. There's 360 degrees in the wheel of the zodiac. So that's when two planets are very, very close, and in degree and sign. A square is a 90-degree angle between two planets, and that causes a personal discontent. So right now, Geminis and Sagittarius are also having trouble with this Neptune transit through Pisces.
So we're talking a lot about Virgos, but what about how exactly are Geminis and Sagittarius, how are they having a lot of problems with it too? How would they see the problems?
That's a good question. Neptune diffuses what you're looking at. I mean, what you're feeling, your normal, everyday things that you've grown used to having the nature of a Gemini and having the nature of a Sagittarius is now being disturbed by the Neptune energy. They are all both in a square aspect, which is a personal discontent. A square aspect is 90 degrees apart, give or take a little for an orb, but it just causes this discontent in you. Gemini is very, very known as the twins. It's very changeable, very great conversationalist, great sense of humor on the positive side. Neptune tends to, again, dissipate that energy, and the way things used to go for the Geminis, right now they're having a little struggle, an inner struggle. A square is a life lesson, again, of personal discontent. And Sagittarius is the same thing. They're also going through the square of the Neptune transit. Again, a personal discontent. Sagittarians love to be right. They love to know. They love knowledge. They generally love travel. And so all of those things that they generally love to do, they aren't going so well. Again, that's the effect of Neptune and its ability to diffuse and cloud the energy that you've grown comfortable with.
So what could you say that people could do that are right now in the negative aspects of the transits? What exactly could you say that they could do to help them out through this?
I would think letting go of what isn't needed any longer. Just letting go. It is best to just let go of the things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. That's what Pisces does, really. And you have to learn to go with the flow. Imagine yourself in a river.
Yeah, because what I've noticed is that whenever I start actually making a project, the project, even though it's not coming to fruition, I'm putting out the seeds. And the seeds come at the most weirdest times whenever I need help. But it's like planting, but instead of getting your rewards immediately, you have to wait and just let them come when they come. And just because something isn't going right now, it will get better. I mean, you just kind of got to let go and have fun with it because it's a completely different energy. I mean, completely, oh my gosh, it's such a different energy. So that's at least what I've learned. You just got you're right, because it is mainly letting go, but the energy signals are just so different. Because Virgo, especially, is just like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make a list, I'm going to make sure everything's going to be wonderful, and it's going to work out. Whereas from what I've experienced with Neptune, it's like, oh, I'm going to wake up today. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Well, just see if it works out. And then by some miracle, you do a little bit, but you don't do it all. And then all of a sudden, your seeds will come back in the future to help you out. But you never know when it's going to come. That's the frustrating thing. You don't really have that solid foundation anymore. So you just are constantly adapting and constantly just dancing on your feet, trying to figure out where you can land,
That's very true.
Yeah.
And I would also say pay particular attention to your dreams, because Pisces, Neptune is in Pisces right now, and that's the ruler of Pisces, is Neptune. And Pisces rules infinity, spirituality, creativity, and it rules dreams. So you should really pay attention to your dreams now, because particularly even Pisces, if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, well, you're going to have your ruling planet hitting or transiting your natal planets. And so it's a time of finding where you belong in this universe, finding how you fit in, the big picture. Not every little lifetime that we have. It's like how do we fit in this great, grand, cosmic universe? We are a microcosm of the macrocosm. So we need to find out how we fit in. And so Neptune, a lot of times, music is a great way to channel that Neptune energy. Anything creative, spiritual, searching for your spiritual truths is also a wonderful thing to do with Pisces, with Neptune. And so there are ways, art, music, theater, dance, there are so many ways that you can use that energy positively instead of using it negatively, which would be escapism, substance abuse, watching too much TV, eating too much. That's the negative. Each sign has positive and negative. Now, what we're talking about are the difficult aspects, the difficult signs that are having problems with Neptune right now, which is predominantly Gemini with the personal discontent of the square, the 90-degree. Sagittarius, again, personal discontent, 90-degree angle from Neptune. And then the Virgos, which has the 180-degree relationship issues, where things just don't pan out the way that you think that they're going to. Neptune also rules infinity. So Neptune can either be the great deceiver or the great spiritual liberator, one of the two, or some of both.
Well, cool. All right, well, I think that's all we have today. Thank you for joining Amethyst Astrology. Don't forget to mash that like button. Please subscribe. We're a new channel, so we will be doing about, at minimum, 2 videos a month on basic astrology lessons. We just figured Neptune was a really good way to start since it's causing so many people some problems. I am Dorothy, your announcer/interviewer, and this here is Debbie. She has over 30 years of experience in astrology, and we're giving away this for free. So thank you very much, and have a blessed day. Goodbye. Blessed day. Goodbye.